everyone. In this video, I'll be discussing the topic of my transition from Call of Duty to Battlefield 1. But first, I want to give Thunder a quick thanks for my first upload here on TSG. It's definitely greatly appreciated. And now about the gameplay. What you're seeing here is some Battlefield 1 TDM using the Assault class. The machine gun in this class is absolutely amazing. It's the MP18 Trench, I believe it is. So the one thing I was a little worried about with making a transition from COD to Battlefield 1, and when I say transition, I don't mean a permanent transition, just something to kind of expand my horizons. You know, I've been a COD player for so long, since the original COD back in 2003 on the PC. I was a little worried from go from COD to Battlefield, mainly because of movement, netcode, camping, you know, all that kind of stuff. I remember the original Battlefield, which was Battlefield 1942, and that came out in 2002, I believe it did. It was a great game. You know, it was a very large game, something that I wasn't used to because by the time 1942 came out, I had already been used to Medal of Honor Allied Assault on the PC, which was also 2002. So these two titles were just before the 2003 release of the original Call of Duty on PC. So as you can imagine, being a COD player since 03, you know, I've gotten used to the movement mechanics, the aiming mechanics, so making a switch to another game all of a sudden is something that I wasn't really looking forward to, try to get used to it and whatnot. But let me tell you what, Battlefield 1 has been so fun. If you guys enjoy COD and are a little bit upset about how COD turned out this year, which I'm not going to bash Infinite Warfare. You know, I don't mind the fast movements and the boost jumping and all that. What I do mind is how they overcompensate with this aim assist and the lag compensation, the poor netcode. It really makes the game have pretty much a no skill gap. But I can kind of see where Activision is going with this. It's a money thing. You know, they want to be able to open up one of the most popular franchises out there in the gaming world so that everybody can have a chance to win. It's not like how it used to be. If you were a COD player back in the day, the way that game was written as far as the netcode, if you were good, you're going to dominate. If you were bad, you were going to lose. And I think what Activision was seeing there is a loss of revenue when it comes to that. You get a lot of people that want to try the franchise out, they're getting their butts kicked, and they never play the game, they return the game, whatever it may be, and then they won't buy the game the very next year and the next year after that. So honestly, I think it's a money thing, and that's all it is. But going to Battlefield 1, man, I do not feel those issues at all. I don't feel that there's overpowered aim assist or any type of crazy lag compensation that I feel in COD, especially with the new CODs. The main thing I was worried about is how is the Russian going to feel? When you think of Battlefield, you think of, well, this is probably going to be a slow game, boring, everybody's going to camp. Now, I haven't played Conquest or Operations or any of those other large maps where you're going to use the vehicles and whatnot. That's not what I'm looking for. I like to run and gun. I like to rush. So obviously, the game mode of my choice is going to be TDM. And to my surprise, I would have to say about 95% of the players that I've come in contact with are rushing, which is really, really good. You know, you might come across that 5% that are just sitting on top of a building and whatnot, but they're doing it with a sniper, which is legitimate. You know, I can't bang on them for that. That's the purpose of a sniper. The good thing is with this game, unlike COD, a camper in COD normally is going to get a kill. They're going to move around to another camping spot. Battlefield, if there's a sniper on a building, he snipes you, he's going to stay there. So if you're good with that map pull out to know exactly where he was, you could pretty much go back there and get that kill. So it's pretty easy to kill a camper in this game, but it's very, very gratifying. Another thing that I was a little worried about with this game is the actual movement and the aim mechanics. Now, the movement in COD is very tight. It's very responsive. You know, it's that arcade arena style movement that if you've ever played, you know, let's say Quake or Unreal, that's the kind of movement you're going to get. Very fast. Battlefield, it's a lot slower. The movement is a little bit floatier, so it's more realistic. So that's something that you really have to get used to. You know, you can't really just kind of peek your head out and strafe back. There's no strafing, at least that I've noticed. If you're in a gunfight, let's say for instance with COD, if you're really good, you're going to strafe left and right really quick, make it hard for somebody to hit you. Battlefield, it's not. You can try to strafe, but it's very, very slow. So hip firing is definitely a good thing if you've got the right class for it. Hence why I use the assault class, because the hip fire on that MP18 is just insane. It's so fun to use. But I know this is just a quick video. I just wanted to go over my experience with a quick transition from COD to Battlefield. It may not be for everybody, but if you're looking to try out a new game, Battlefield is definitely something you should check out. It's really fun. The one thing I've noticed in this game, and it's a huge issue with me in COD, is the rubber banding effect. For instance, if you're getting shot in Call of Duty, you try to go around a corner to survive that encounter, it just doesn't work. You get rubber banded, meaning you just get sucked right back around that corner and you die. I don't know if that's part of lag compensation or not. Maybe you can let me know in the comments. But in Battlefield, that same scenario, you're getting shot. If you can get around the corner quick enough, you're going to survive. That right there is a huge thing for me because you constantly get shot in the back, no matter what game you're playing. So getting rubber banded is just a fun killer for me. I can't stand it. That was definitely a breath of fresh air going to Battlefield with that. Other than that, guys, this video is just a quick little background on my gameplay and my experience with COD and with now Battlefield. But if you guys enjoyed the video, please leave a like, subscribe. Thank you, Thunder. Thank you, everybody, for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one.